Well, that's all she web swung for season 1 of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yep, it's officially over. All 10 episodes are out. Since I already covered the first 5 episodes, I'm going to be covering the other remaining 5 episodes, episode 6 to 10 in this video, and I'm going to be doing my top 5 takeaways from it. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Before I even get to the top 5, I just want to say something I forgot to mention last video. I actually like the opening song. Yeah, the opening song for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I actually like it. I think the song is catchy. I find it's nice. The animation is dog shit. I think the rest of the song is actually nice. Okay. But anyway, let's dive into this one now. I will start off with number 1, the gang. Because this needs to be said, people. I don't know who was writing this. I don't know if this person never saw a gang story, don't know anything about how to craft it, whatever. But this had to be one of the worst gang-related material I have ever seen. Let's go through why this makes no sense. Because you have Lonnie, who is still in this gang, right? And okay, I'm going to contradict myself with this one, but bear with me and you'll understand it. You have Lonnie's brother coming and telling him that, he needs to what is he doing? He can't keep lying to his parents like that. What is he gonna do when they show up for graduation day and he isn't there, and because he's skipping school and skipping out on football practice and all that sort of stuff like that, and he's telling him he needs to lock up, and I'm like, listen, you little shit, he's in this because of you. You understand me? He's in this because of you. You were the one who was dumb enough to go and join up with them. And then they made it very clear that, you don't just leave. So he had no choice but to take your place. That's what happened. And rather than you have the decency to say, listen, I know you're in this because of me. I'm going to try to help you get out of it. No, you come in there to try and tell him, he needs to move and all this. I know I only joined because I was in your shadow. All this nonsense. He's in this because of you, and you have the audacity to say that. And then let's talk about the other character who literally takes up less space than air. Pearl. I don't know what this girl is even doing in this show, because they try to play it like she's supposed to be Peter's love interest, yet she does absolutely nothing. Nothing. Other than whine and complain and she's all about, maybe it's me. She literally goes. The thing about it is that, right? This woman from the Scorpions, Camilla Black, had to literally chase Lonnie around town in her car. You understand me? Just to follow him back to where the wanted hideout is. So you mean to tell me you couldn't just look around for some abandoned buildings with a racially diverse group of teenagers hanging around it and realize, oh wait, that's probably where they are. I mean, like to take so much, that wouldn't take too much time. But no, she had to chase him around with her car. And then how does Pearl find the location? His brother, Lonnie's brother, literally sends her a message. How he got her phone number, I have no idea. But and she just goes there and just walks in and is telling him that, he needs to leave, he can't be here, laddie daddy that crap and all of this stuff. All of them trying to tell him, and you think about it, that the man has no choice. He has to be there because his idiot brother screwed up, and that's why he's in there. But no, you all want to act like if he has, he can walk away anytime he wants and all that. Come on now, man. But that's part 1. And part 2 is where I'm going to contradict myself. Why doesn't he just leave the damn gang? Honestly, why? Being in that gang has ruined his life. And this is where the contradiction comes in. It ruined his life. But like I said, the writers love saying that whoever wrote this have no idea to write anything about it. Being in that gang has done nothing good for him. But somehow, at some point in time, they just decided to write it like if, he suddenly He's suddenly the most loyal to the wanted. Let's get, guys, let's do this. Wanted, wanted. I'm like, these people are the cause because he acting like, or when Camilla chased him around and think they protected him. The reason she chased you is because you are with them. They literally offered you up. That's it. That's the problem. You literally with these people because of that shit. That's what's going on. And then because the idiocracy couldn't stop when they're having this fight with Scorpion, I guess another word, Scorpion, understand me. Big Donovan, who's supposed to be in charge of the gang, decides, you know what? He had enough of this shit. He's out. He just jump in, he can't take off and leave them there. So who steps up? Lonnie. He suddenly steps up. You understand me? Gets in, goes into some truck that was carrying some of Octavius's confiscated equipment, get exposed to some gas and suddenly gain superhuman abilities. He gets strong and durable and I can't tell that. And yeah, that's how he's gonna become Tombstone. It is beyond stupid, people. It is just beyond stupid how badly they fumble this up. Number two, Harry and Nico, a match made in hell. Apparently, somebody thought putting these two together would somehow do something. Because literally, how does Nico find out that Peter is Spider-Man? Because apparently everybody else is find out about it. Harry just tells her because she's telling Harry that, she and Peter have no secrets. They tell each other everything. And then when he tells her that, that Peter is Spider-Man because Harry Osborn is an idiot, she goes confronting the Spider-Man mask falls out of his back, and then she suddenly gets all upset and is ignoring him and all about, oh, you kept this big secret from me. This is the same crap that happened with Lois and Clark from My Adventures with Superman. This is the same thing. Because in My Adventures with Superman, he had only known Lois for like about maybe, let's say, 5 weeks. And I'm using 5 weeks going on the how the episodes are coming out weekly. That's what I'm using it with it. But couldn't be shorter than that, depending on how it. And she was like, oh, you kept this big secret from me. He's known you for 5 weeks. You literally were out there saying, oh, you wanted to expose Superman. What the hell do you have a right to complain about? Same thing with Nico. Understand me? He's known Nico for a couple months. And she's all about how, oh, we tell each other everything. And because he didn't tell you that he's Spider-Man, you're upset. But no, no. But the funny thing about it is she has some mysterious necklace pendant thing, magical, something that talks to her and clearly has some connection to some magical power. But she didn't tell him that. But no. She needs to be upset that he didn't tell her that she's Spider-Man. We all know what's going to happen. When it is revealed that, she have this ability or whatever, it's going to be played off that, oh, she couldn't tell him because she was dealing with this or the other thing. And oh, she's right. And then they're all going to come around and hug and say, you're right, Nico. You are so right for keeping this from us. We understand, because that's the kind of crap they're trying to play. As for Harry Osborn, he just continues to be an absolute waste of space. The guy contributes absolutely nothing to anything. They try to play it on like he's supposed to be helping in some way, but no. His design looks ridiculous. His behavior is idiotic. When they put these two together and they're trying to hash out whatever they had something where, he was teaching her to drive and then they drag race and try to act like, oh, suddenly they're all friendly, all this nonsense. It was literally a match made in hell. They even tried to play it up like, maybe they had a little attraction to each other, whatever, but they also trying to play like, Nico having a little something for Pearl and all because, we can't not have that. That's what it was. This was literally a match made in hell and we all knew it. Number three, here comes the cameos. So, first cameo we get for these 5 episodes is Daredevil. Daredevil shows up and he isn't in the red suit, which in my opinion is a real letdown in black, but I prefer him in red. But regardless of whatever, the animation quality looks terrible in this series, true and true. No, guys, they're true and true. However, he is voiced by Charlie Cox, so that's something, right? He shows up at Oscorp there and has this fight with Spider-Man. And I will admit the fight did look nice because Daredevil fight it always does look really cool because you need to see how he moves on. It really does look cool. And he tells Spider-Man Norman Osborn is hiding something, and then we just never explore that again. That's really it. We just never explore it again because you know you get a reveal down the road that Norman Osborn is a jerk, but we all kind of knew that, but you just never explore it again. That's pretty much it. Understand? We also get another cameo for Thaddeus Ross, who is there because they have the whole Sokovia court and all of this nonsense and whatnot and the other. We even get a a literal cameo for Iron Man, who again with the animation quality looks horrible. We get Dr. Octavius. And I will tell you this about Dr. Octavius in this. The whole thing when he's trying to escape and he dance all that, that just looked really stupid. But you see, when he was in jail, right? Norman Osborn came to see him and decided he was going to gloat about how, oh, he took all his technology and it's going to be used by Oscorp and how Oscorp is doing so good. I think, and watch it now. Octavius delivers the most I said it's like literally the best character moment in this entire series for anybody. He literally tells Norman Osborn that he's a waste of space, a pathetic nobody, clinging to everybody's own achievements, taking things on that all his work he'll never amount to anything. He literally dresses that so and so down, and it is done beautifully. Honestly, it's done beautifully. You sit there and you go, yes, boy, that was fantastic. I give credit where credit is due. He literally slapped him down and was like, you're like, you know what? I might be behind bars, but you're still a piece of shit. That was it. Now, the whole thing with Scorpion is that the leader of the Scorpion gang goes to Octavius and gets outfitted with this scorpion like chest plate and head thing and this tail thing, and it's being powered by gamma radiation. And the more he uses the suit, the more it kind of has a doesn't look like it's fusing or something like that. But maybe I'm mistaken. Gamma radiation is supposed to be highly radioactive and it's really destructive. The more he using it, he should have exploded a long time ago. I mean, he literally, the one part actually thinking about when he shows up at the 110th, hideout, he literally kills some people. And I was like, okay, what we're talking about here? He literally kills some people and he badly injures Spider-Man. And I have no problem with Spider-Man getting injured and stuff like that. I fight and then maybe needed to come back again. But you don't get to see what happens. The problem in this thing where Peter relies too heavily on Norman Osborn and not on himself to really grow as a character. That was one of the great things about Spider-Man. He was doing this on his own. He had to learn and grow on his own. That what made Spider-Man so interesting. That would made a lot of these characters so interesting. But now, no, everybody just needs their own Tony Stark type mentor. So yeah, we got a bunch of cameos, but that's what we get. Now, number 4, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man pulls a CW Flash. I will admit when something surprises me, and I could say, this did surprise me, people. This did surprise me. So we got to find out that Norman Osborn has been using all the interns who he gathered together for whatever was the other I think he was using all the equipment for some project Monolith where he is going to open this like a doorway into space, right? Even though he has no idea what the hell he's doing, how it's going to work, where it's going to open this doorway into space, he doesn't know, but he wants to do it. Dr. Stephen Strange shows up and tells me, he needs to stop doing this because this is crazy. But so he doesn't want to listen. He opens up the portal, and the same Venom symbiote looking thing that showed up in episode 1 comes true. So Spider-Man and Strange start to fight it. And before that, right, when it was that Spider-Man got badly injured fighting Scorpion, Norman brought him back to Oscorp, and they were treating him there, and they took some of his blood, and they started to work on ways to inject the blood into spiders so that Norman could create his own army as Spider-Man or whatever, right? Now, when it was that now back to when it is that Spider-Man and Strange are fighting this Venom symbiote looking thing, right? Strange needs to distract it. So he opens a portal in time, and he and his symbiote go through. But here's the thing, the portal and the opening time actually goes back to the beginning of this season, what was the day when it was happening. And one of the spiders that has this blood in it goes through the portal and then ends up biting Peter, and that's what happened. So he literally pulled a CW Flash where he created, what happened is that this is basically a closed loop then. I'm not getting a little technical here, but this is basically a closed loop. What happened in the past created what happened in the future, which caused what happened in the future to affect what happened in the past. It's kind of like in the comic books when Flash turned into the very lightning that gave him his own superpower. I know most people more familiar with CW Flash, so it's basically like that. If what happens with the spider, what happens is that how it happened in the first episode, that what caused it, because I honestly thought that it was some kind of interdimensional spider, but it turned out to be time travel. What happened in the past created what happened in the future to create what happened in the past then. That's basically what happened. So it pulled that CW fan. I must say, I didn't see it coming, but I am pleasantly surprised. And whenever I get pleasantly surprised, I am willing to admit that. I didn't see it coming. I thought it was surprising. I'm good with that. I really have to give them props when they do. That one I didn't see coming, so I give that due. So number 5, now as we wrap up, was it a swing or a miss? There's no denying that what was done in this first season of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was not fantastic at all. The animation quality is terrible. The story makes no sense. They've put in a bunch of woke nonsense in there that you really could tell a mile away what they were trying to do. The villains and story together weren't adding up at all. Whatever the hell they were trying to do with Lonnie made no sense. Pearl is literally the worst character that I have ever seen in Sony, because the thing about it is that even when she, Peter, and this other girl who always taking selfies of herself have to do this presentation, and Peter is running late, right? They go up there to do their presentation. Peter comes in with his stuff. Pearl is just standing there, and the girl who always taking selfies of herself and really does nothing suddenly starts to just rattle out everything associated with this project in perfect order. So your one chance to actually do something, you were overshadowed by the one person who was less important than you. That's how badly Pearl character entire thing was done in this. It really was terrible. But I will say that that whole time travel variant where the spider that bit Peter is actually something that was created because of that whole paradox thing. I will say I wasn't seeing that coming. Okay. Another thing that I actually thought was really interesting is that at the end of it now, you actually see May go to visit Richard Parker, Peter Parker's father, who's incarcerated in jail. So I want to know why he's in there. That's country. I want to know why he's in there. I didn't see that coming. That's why I wanted to see that coming. So we're getting some stuff that's already settling up for season 2. And then I saw this image of Spider-Gwen, and I was like, oh God, Father. Yeah. But that's what we're getting. So yes, we do get some stuff here with this overall. And just because there were certain elements that kind of piqued my interest with the whole time travel thing that I didn't see coming, and Peter's father, okay, right? I will give season 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man a 2.5 out of 5. The only reason it didn't get a 1.5 was because of those two things I just mentioned. But yeah, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. It was not great at all. The animation quality is terrible, really, really terrible. But there was things in those last episodes that actually piqued my interest enough that I would say, okay, I'll give it a 2.5. That's what that way it worked with there. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like, if you're hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.